4 base jumpers now facing charges after parachuting from the One World Trade Center building, and they set the trend. Next, you had a 16-year-old Jersey boy who bypassed the sleeping security guard, scaled his way to the top of the building to take selfies. Now, most recently, 2 CNN producers busted by a Port Authority guard while trying to break into the building to do, we believe, a story on lax security. Violators face charges including reckless endangerment and burglary here, and they could be looking at years put away. Okay, Bill, first of all, reality. Will anybody see the inside of a jail cell for this, you think, or no?
Probably not the CNN producers, probably not the 16-year-old kid. But if I were to judge with these 4 base jumpers, yeah, I'd give them a taste.
You could argue, though, that these 4 fill in the blanks, I think we'll all agree, you know, not rocket scientists, they at least use the most amount of caution not to endanger others one way. Maybe you could argue, right, in that they picked the right time, they did whatever. I don't know. The producers, for some reason, tweak me more than anything, you know.
But again, I think we're being a little bit too dismissive of the risks. I mean, you got 4 base jumpers. You know, they're jumping off this building in the dead of night. Okay, they don't know who's walking on the streets below them.
Fair enough.
You know, they don't know if there's some car that they're going to crash on top of. You know, it's just a stupid thing. But it does. First of all, it's a burglary. They're entering the premises unlawfully to commit another crime, which is to base jump, reckless endangerment, and so on. The kid is just a 16-year-old kid. The CNN producers should have known better. So they do get a story. They get a story that the security's pretty damn good there.
Well, the last time around. I mean, you know, what about if they jump off the Brooklyn Bridge and parachute? I mean, you know, I agree with Bill. You know, those guys are, you know, in this situation, putting other people at risk, and you want to deter that conduct.
Now, you guys have all been prosecutor offices, and I'm curious, at what point do they say, you know what, we're going to make an example of these guys? So 2 more, you know, you know what, aren't going to try and jump off to also get some YouTube video that goes viral here. Who makes that call? Does the DA say, okay, you know what, these 4?
Yeah, of course. I mean, look, you know, prosecution has a deterrent effect. Somebody who's thinking about base jumping now is going to have second thoughts about it. 4 guys may go to jail for doing it. I'm not going to do it. But you know, so that's what it is.
The last thing you want is to give these guys all this fame and publicity only to have them not in any way held accountable. Yeah. I mean, it's unfortunate. They're young guys, and you know, we certainly collectively don't want to see young guys with criminal records, but the last thing you want is to make these guys...
Doug will tell you that if he was representing a client and one of these base jumpers landed on top and killed him,
there you go.
He'd be all over.
But I know part of you feels a little bad for the fact.
I grew up with Evel Knievel. I love this stuff. I think it's the greatest. Right? Snake River Canyon.
Unless you got a client who's injured as a result of it,
that's different.
Next Wednesday, we're going to have video of Doug like flying with one of those suits off the Tappan Zee, you know?
If these guys will represent me, I'll do it.
Oh, God. I sue. All right, gentlemen, and I use that term loosely. No, gentlemen, thank you very much. And from a time standpoint, that's all that we have here tonight. But I want to remind you, 6 p.m. tomorrow night, we'll see you on RFL as usual. Till then, everyone, have a great night. We'll see you on Thursday.